Previously on the Roseworth Railway.
Yikes! Why don't you tell us one, McIntosh? What, me? No, I'm no good for telling stories.
Come on, please!
Alright, fine.
When the 1930s hit, there was a problem. The railway was running downhill so much they had to sell amongst everything to the LNER and LMS standard gauge railway.
So what happened to the little engines? Ah, that's a story for another time. The storm's clearing up.
Come on, tell us the rest.
Yeah.
I wish I could, lads, but I gotta head over to Vicarstown to collect the goods train bound from here from the island of Sodor.
The mainland is home to one of the ever more infamous railways known as the Roseworth, with engines big and small, unique in all, working hard to serve the people and businesses who depend on us. There are stations to bring passengers to where they need to be. There are also harbours, fishing villages and coastal points, bringing fish and containers for business and stores with a lot of items. There is a quarry delivering slate and stones to building supplies for construction workers and ships. There are also forests delivering logs from the earth. But the one thing that stands out from all the other trains out on the main line is us steam engines and diesel engines working together.
Lost and Found, Part 2 of Part 1. Ever since McIntosh told Claudette, Cock of the North, Luke, Croven, Princess Louise, and Ivert the story of the narrow gauge railway, they would not stop talking about, much to the rest of us' dismay.
Will you guys stop talking about that story? Most of us have an early day.
Indeed, just because you shunt here doesn't mean you can keep the rest of us big engines up.
Whoops, sorry about that, everyone. We can't get this story out of our head. It's just bugging us. It was an interesting story after all.
Speaking of which, where is McIntosh anyways?
He was sleeping at Centre Fairview Quarry.
Something about the story he told was the reason for his absence.
Should we go to the quarry and ask him? Oh, I say we wait till he gets to Fairview Terminal Station.
And that's what they did. Cock of the North, Claudette, Luke, and Ivert showed up unexpectedly when I and McIntosh were talking.
Hey, McIntosh! I was wondering if you could...
Absolutely not. I got a freight train that's due up now. I can't stay to talk. You're gonna have to wait till I tell you the rest of the story, or sometimes when it storms.
And with that, the Caledonian engine left.
Oh, come on! Drats! There goes the chances of us learning the rest of that story. Say, Flying Scotsman, have you heard the story of what McIntosh was talking about?
Oh, would you look at the time? I'm late with the Down Easter. Toodles.
He knows something, doesn't he?
I think he does. Is that another steam engine?
Funny. I never heard that one before.
But sure enough it was. Unfortunately, the engine wasn't LNER, LMS, Caledonian Railway, GWR, nor BR design. Instead, it was from a railway unlike any of them had seen before.
Ah, engines. This is Theodore. Theodore will be running log trains from the Canaveral Railway up north, for people who need them down here at Fairview Terminal Station. Hey, Railway, where's that? Oh, it's near Roseworth Station. You know what? I want you guys to go. Show Theodore and for yourselves where it is.
So the engines left and headed up to the Canaveral Railway. On the journey, Theodore told the others about himself, and that he was a Southern Railway engine who enjoyed peace and quiet, and the others ended up telling him about the McIntosh story. Theodore trailed off as he noticed tracks next to the big standard gauge that were much too small, and he also noticed steam in the distance rush towards him.
Oh my, are you okay?
I'm okay, dear. Just off the rails, that's all. I'm more concerned about your friend here.
Oh, don't worry about me. It's just my front wheels, that's all. Evelyn, what the heck? You're supposed to come back to Kamloops 6 minutes ago. And all you're doing is just playing cars and trucks with these big engines. Who the heck are you?
Carter, don't be rude.
While the two small engines were talking, the big locomotives started to realise who they were.
Wait, Are you Evelyn and Carter from McIntosh's story?
Who?
I don't think that was the name he went by. I think it was Credence. I think it was Candace. Don't think so. I think it was Carl. No, you guys, you're all wrong. It's Carl Bricks. So there you all are. Hello, old friends. How are you still here? We were told after the Great Depression hit, you sold everything to the Illinois Anonymous Standard Gauge Railway. True, but we already sold part of our railway, making us privately owned.
What Carter's trying to say is that we sold the line that ran from what is now known as Fairview to Sheffield and moved from the Worldsworth Railway to the Cornwall Railway. The reason why you never knew where we were was that we didn't start operating until the year after the Great Depression hit.
It's nice to know that you guys are back in service. I'm sorry for not telling you guys the rest of the story.
Indeed they did, and that, my friends, was that.